Before I model the story, I'll explain kind of the way the day works. But I'm going to tell a brief story, about 3 minutes. That's what we're shooting for. So I know a moment when I blew. Lots of sensory detail. And this is socially the story. So we want to have an encouraging environment. So as I tell the story, if anybody tells their story, I want to be able to look out and see loving, warm eyes. I want to see above. Your first job is not to tell a story. Your first job is to encourage the person telling the story. Okay?
That sounds good. Shall I introduce you? Are you ready? Please welcome David.
I was born with a facial difference. 1 year old, my lower lip was removed, so I was born with this face. As I headed into being a young adult, I believed I was smart and intelligent, and I knew I was funny. But I didn't think that anyone would ever love me. Well, until my early 20s, Carol was a co-worker, so beautiful. I felt too nervous to ask her out. I didn't know how to do it. A friend said that she thought that maybe Carol kind of liked me, so I used her years told her male courage, and I asked her out. She said yes. So we went to a movie, and afterwards we walked back to the house where I lived with my housemates. And we sat down on the picnic couch that I had on the front porch. You know, it's that kind of couch that has been there for 20 years, and certain parts of it have like that sticky deposit, so don't ask. And other parts are all itchy, but that's what we had. So we sat there next to one another, pretty close, and I was catatonic with lust. I got my left arm on the back of that itchy old couch, and we talked, and we talked. I couldn't move my hand. And it was so boring. But finally, around midnight, Carol turned to me and said, David, I think I need to walk home now. And that moment froze for me. Because all evening long, I wanted to kiss her. But I was a monster with only one lip. I didn't have the right. I didn't even know exactly how to do it. But I don't know, I bubbled up. I asked, I want to kiss you. And Carol turned to me again and said, oh, David, I thought you'd never ask. And that was an moment. So, go ahead, say it. Better than it was. It was a moment of grace when I realized, oh my God, I can be attracted to women. I didn't quite believe that I was lovable yet. I believed I was fuckable. And that's a great, good step toward going forward. Thank you.
The way we're going to, how was that for you?
I just
Have you told that story?
I have, but somehow I had no challenge to it. But it was nice to look out at you. Yeah, so thank you for helping.
So after everyone tells a story, everyone's going to tell a story. After anyone tells a story, we're going to do some feedback with this structure. We want to hear one nice, juicy appreciation. And we want to hear 3 sensory details. 3 sensual images, textures, tastes, smells, something from his story that really stuck with you. That you remember that because it was a moment of the senses, right? Really specific detail. Do you have something for us?
And I just wanted to say the observations around the sight, smell, touch, that's so that the storyteller can remember them for the future, but also it helps us remember to put them in our own stories as a way that the story hands its meaning out. So it's helpful for the listener and for the people telling the story in the future to remember those kinds of details.
So we have one appreciation for David. Just to appreciate his
I really liked the humorous details, and I really liked how you interact with the audience. You got us to say stuff like that.
And could we have one sensory detail to start? Did you have a sensory detail?
I love the hippie couch where you don't want to ask.
Catatonic blessed.
The rigid body. Okay, so yeah, but there was even a gesture there that was very, very clear body. Another detail of the story that stayed with you. Singing.
I love it with the emotional impact that we said at Global. I don't know what history it is, but it was emotional impact.
So that's how contained we're going to keep the feedback for now. And the reason is we want everybody who wants to tell a story to be able to within our pretty brief time together. That said, if we get through everybody that wants to tell and we have extra time today, we can talk more. And we can certainly talk more. We can always do that. So the next step, I think, is we're going to do a little visualization together to take ourselves